Hello everyone, this is Akanksha Pisolkar and today's topic of discussion is design of water tank. We all know that there are two types of water tank. The water tank which is below the ground level is called as underground water tank, and the water tank which is above the ground level is called as elevated or overhead water tank. Now in this unit we are going to see about the design of elevated water tank. So, design wise, there are two types of water tank: flexible water tank and rigid water tank. What the water tank which is having flexible base, that is called as flexible water tank, and the water tank which is having rigid base, that is called as rigid water tank. So, in this unit, we are going to cover two types of water tank: circular water tank and rectangular water tank. This circular water tank and rectangular water tank we are going to design by two methods, that is approximate method and ICE code method. In ICE code method we are using 3370 ICE code. So there are total 4 parts. From that we are required part 1, part 2 and part 4. So firstly we will see about the why water tank is designed by WSM method, that is working stress method. Generally every RCC structure nowadays is designed by limit state method, that is LSM, but water tank is designed by WSM. Now what is the reason behind that? First reason is that the WSM does not consider the variation load while designing, whereas in water tank the water level changes continuously. Due to that change in water level, there is always variation of loads or variation of water pressure on wall of water tank. But if we consider that in design, then design may get very critical. Therefore we are preferring WSM method. So in working stress method, this variation of load is not taken into consideration. The next reason is that WSM offers more serviceability as compared to LSM. The next reason is that in WSM we preferred higher cross section of concrete and higher percent of steel, so that chances of crack will get reduced. The next is design of water tank. Now in this uh, discussion we are going to see the design step for circular water tank with flexible joint by approximate method. We know that there are two types of joint: flexible joint and rigid joint. Flexible joint means simply it is hinge joint, and rigid joint means simply it is fixed joint. And by approximate method we are going to see these design steps by approximate method. So initially, what is the given data in problem? Capacity of water tank is given, total height of water tank is given, grade of concrete is given, grade of steel will be given, freeboard is given, then sigma CBC, sigma ST and sigma CT is also given. Now we will see what is sigma ST, sigma CBC and sigma CT. So step number 1, sigma CB means it is permissible stress in concrete. Actually this sigma CBC value is depend on grade of concrete, and value of sigma CBC is given in IS 456 2000 on page number 81. Now sigma ST, it is permissible stress in steel. It is due to grade of steel, and this value is also given in IS 456 2000 page number 81. Now next term is sigma CT. This is the permissible concrete stress in calculation relating to resistance to crack. Actually this value is also given in IS 456, but we take this value from IS 3370 part 2 table number 1. Then next term is M. M means it is modular ratio. We all know that formula for modular ratio is 280 upon 3 sigma CBC. Then if standard value of modular ratio is 6. Then step number 2, that is determination of dimension of water tank. First is determine the effective height of water tank. That effective height means total height of water tank minus freeboard. We all know that freeboard means it is the portion of wall which is above the water level. Then next is diameter of water tank. For determination of diameter of water tank, we are using this formula, and that formula is capacity is equal to pi by 4 d square He. Now capacity is given in problem. He we have determined in this step only, and unknown will be only d, so we can determine it. Then step number 3 is determination of maximum hoop tension. Now one new term is introduced, that is hoop tension. Hoop tension means it is the tension in circular reinforcement. Generally in circular water tank, obviously circular reinforcement will lead, and that circular reinforcement will act as main reinforcement, and vertical reinforcement will act as distribution reinforcement. As the main reinforcement laid in circular direction, so tension in that circular reinforcement is called as hoop tension. So initially determine maximum hoop tension. Formula for that is T is equal to gamma H D by 2. In this, H means it is overall height of water tank, D means it is the diameter of water tank, which we have determined in step number 2, and gamma means it is the unit weight of water, that is 9.81. Then determine the area of hoop reinforcement, that is the area of circular reinforcement, and formula for that is T upon sigma St. T means it is maximum hoop tension. Then determine the reinforcement, provide the reinforcement and determine the spacing for provided reinforcement, and from spacing determine the SH provided. SH provided means area of hoop reinforcement which is actually provided. We can determine it by spacing. How we can determine it? The formula is area of single bar upon spacing into 1000. Then next step number 4, that is find out the thickness of container. You can see there are A, B, C, 3 thicknesses are given. In A, we can directly say that T is equal to 150 mm. B, T is equal to 30 H plus 50. H means it is overall height. And in C there is one formula, that is sigma Ct is equal to T upon Bt plus into bracket m minus 1 ASH provided. Sigma Ct we have already determined it in step number 1, that is given in IS 3370 part 2 in table 1. T means it is maximum hoop tension. B means it is width, that we have taken it as 1000 mm. Then T, it is unknown, that is thickness of container wall, plus M means it is modular ratio minus 1, and ASH provided, which we have determined it in step number 3. So all terms are known, only unknown term is T, so we can determine T, and provided wall thickness will be maximum out of A, B and C. Then step number 5, that is the curtailment of hoop reinforcement. Now you can see there is one table and 5 columns are given. First column is of height from top portion, hoop tension, required ASH and bar diameter and spacing calculation. So height from top you can take it as 111 meter. So portion will be automatically 1000 mm. Hoop tension we can determine by using this formula, half of gamma HT. Then SH required we can determine from T by sigma st, that is value in column number 3 divided by sigma st, and bar diameter and spacing we can determine. Then step number 6 is determine the distribution steel. That distribution steel will be equal to SH minimum. It is provided in vertical direction in both faces. Then step number 7, since the slab is resting on ground throughout, provide the nominal thickness for slab, that is 150 mm. So determine percent ASH, and from that percent ASH determine ASH minimum, and from that ASH minimum we can determine the spacing for 8 or 10 mm diameter bar. So these are the 7 steps for designing of circular water tank by with flexible joint by approximate method. Thank you.